Hello, my friends. So in this lesson, we will prepare a sample menu in order to reinforce the HTML information that we have learned so far. As you can see here, we will prepare a sample coffee menu with you. So if you wish, you can stop here and test what you've learned on your own and then examine what we've been doing. Or you can just follow along with us and we'll prepare a different menu example. Well, you can do one on your own. So let's start right now by writing our example on Atom. So open up the application and add an HTML file named list example to our project. Press tab by typing HTML and get our general HTML tags. First, write the title that we want to appear in the browser into the title tag. And when we look at the sample that we've prepared, we'll see that we've just added a picture that wrote a menu. Now, if you remember, we use the img tag to add a picture, and we add the URL address of the place with the src attribute. So let's now add the products in the menu gradually. So we'll see that 3 different groups are listed sequentially here: beverages, sandwiches, desserts. So then we can write the OL tag, which is our sequential list creation tag. And first we can add the beverages with the LI tag. And since we want this to be like a head, I'll write in the H2 tag. Yeah, but here the spelling of the number 1 I don't really like it so much, so I want to move it to the H2 tag and move that into the LI tag. When we do it this way, there seems to be a problem in the number 1. So let's try to solve this problem by using the B tag. And yeah, there you go. I think that is a much better appearance. But the point that I want to make here and to have you pay attention to is the use of nested tags. So the first one, the B tag, is finally closed, and then the LIN H2 tag in turn. So if you wish, you can add and finish the elements in the first list in order. So we can add the sandwiches and desserts part in the same way. And sure enough, when we look at what we've done, our first list elements have been added. All right, so now it's time for what we can do with these beverages. So let's add hot beverages, which are slightly smaller than our first heads. And we'll use the H3 tag for that. Now pay attention to the underline, and we can use our U tag. And we can see here that there is an unordered list form, and we can add these elements to our UL tag with a I tag. And yeah, it's on our list, so what do we have to do to have some options here? So what we'll do is we'll need to add a new list. And when we look at the sample that we've prepared, it's an ordered list that starts with the small letter A. So we should declare the type attribute as a small a in the OL tag. And when we add our milk or no milk preference, hot drinks are also ready. So now it's time to add our head to the cold drinks section with the H3 tag. And we're going to have another list. Now, having so many lists can be a bit boring, but I think it's good experience for you to create different types of nested lists. So let's add our cold drinks here, and the drinks section is finished. So now we can start adding the sandwich section. So first, an unordered list part that, catches the eye. We can add and look at the cheese sandwich with the LI tag. And the first thing that catches my eye must be dark, but we haven't added that yet. So remember that we used a strong or B tag for that? Right. So what we want to use then is the strong tag. And now it's time to write the ingredients of the cheese sandwich, right? So we can add white cheese, tomato, salad, and lettuce. And note that, do you see how this is in italics? Because we wrote it in the I tag, and we can add our other sandwiches in the same way. So here we can just copy and paste. That'll make our job a little easier. And look at that. Most of our menu is ready. So now for me, here's the best part. It's in the desserts. Of course, we're going to do a list again, but don't worry. This is going to be our last list here. So let's add an unordered list, and we'll start adding the different kinds of sweets. And when we look at the cheesecake section, we come across an ordered list with Roman numerals. And we immediately determine the type of the OL tag as I and add our varieties. We immediately determine the type of the OL tag as I and add our varieties. And here, our menu is ready. So that's enough for now. So, my friends, we've prepared a menu example with you and reinforced the HTML knowledge that we've learned thus far. And of course, we added plenty of lists, and we remembered how to add pictures. And we've made some differences on our menus with the basic tags that we learned. Now, if you wish, you can have a look and go back and remember what you've learned with small examples and progress more if you'd like. Otherwise, you can carry on with the next lesson. Now, remember, you can always contact us with problems or questions if you're experiencing something that you're just stuck with, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.